brother and sister, have you noticed constant tension, sadness, or distractions affecting a woman in your home? What if these aren't just coincidences but signs that Shaitan is trying to gain a foothold? In this video, we'll uncover 5 clear signs Shaitan is targeting a woman and how it could put your home at risk. Stay with me, because recognizing these signs early can protect your family, your faith, and your peace. One of the clearest signs that Shaitan is targeting a woman is when her emotional balance becomes fragile without any major reason. She may find herself crying easily, feeling irritated quickly, or becoming overwhelmed by small issues that normally wouldn't affect her. Shaitan attacks the heart first because an unsettled heart leads to confusion, insecurity, and loss of inner peace. He whispers thoughts that make her feel unloved, unworthy, or unsupported, creating emotional storms inside her. These feelings can isolate her from her family, make her doubt her own worth, or push her into overthinking until simple matters feel heavy and unbearable. This emotional turbulence is not a weakness. It is a sign of spiritual warfare. When a woman's heart becomes unsettled, Shaitan tries to use her vulnerability to weaken the entire home. Recognizing this early helps her seek Allah's protection, strengthen her heart, and regain emotional stability through prayer, dhikr, and support from loved ones. One of the strongest signs that Shaitan is targeting a woman is when her relationship with Allah begins to weaken. Not suddenly, but slowly and quietly. It starts with small shifts, missing a prayer here and there, delaying salah until the last minute, losing the desire to open the Qur'an, or forgetting to make dhikr throughout the day. These changes seem minor at first, but they are deliberate attacks from Shaitan, meant to distance her from the very source of her strength and protection. Shaitan knows that a woman connected to Allah is powerful. Her heart is firm, her mind is clear, and her home is filled with nur, light. So he works subtly, whispering excuses. You're tired, do it later. You're too stressed right now. Over time, this spiritual laziness grows, and she begins to feel disconnected, empty, or spiritually numb. When her ibadah becomes heavy instead of comforting, or dunya distractions start feeling more appealing than worship, it is a sign that Shaitan is gaining ground. This is when arguments increase, peace decreases, and her inner strength begins to fade. But the moment she recognizes this change, she can reclaim her heart. By returning to salah, making dhikr, asking Allah for protection, and keeping good company, she can break Shaitan's influence completely. Because no matter how quietly Shaitan tries to weaken her connection, Allah is always ready to strengthen her again. When Shaitan begins targeting a woman, one of the most obvious signs is the sudden rise of conflict and tension inside the home. Small disagreements that were once easy to resolve now turn into arguments. Misunderstandings happen more often, and conversations that should bring closeness start creating distance. This is not random. Shaitan's mission is to break the peace of a household, because a peaceful home is a place where Allah's mercy descends. He whispers into hearts, exaggerates problems, fuels ego, and magnifies emotions until even minor issues feel unbearable. He pushes impatience, anger, and frustration into the atmosphere, making the home feel heavier and less harmonious. When the home loses its calm, relationships start to weaken and family members feel disconnected from one another. Recognizing this spiritual attack is essential. Through dhikr, patience, and seeking Allah's protection, a woman can restore peace and block Shaitan's influence from entering her home. Another clear sign that Shaitan is targeting a woman is when she begins feeling drawn toward things she once avoided. Sinful habits, harmful environments, or people who weaken her faith. What was once uncomfortable now feels tempting. Acts of modesty, remembrance, or self-control start feeling too hard, while distractions, entertainment, or unhealthy friendships become more appealing. Shaitan beautifies what is harmful and makes what is beneficial seem burdensome. He plants thoughts like, it's just one time, or you deserve a break, slowly pushing her toward choices that damage her self-respect and spiritual health. This pull toward distraction or sin is not random. It's a warning. When she notices this shift, turning back to Allah immediately can protect her heart, restore her clarity, and break Shaitan's influence. When Shaitan targets a woman, one of the most dangerous signs is a loss of motivation for her responsibilities. Tasks that once brought purpose, nurturing her family, fulfilling her duties as a wife, or maintaining her connection with Allah, begin to feel heavy, exhausting, or meaningless. This spiritual and emotional withdrawal is subtle, often creeping in slowly until she finds herself disconnected from the roles that define her blessings. Shaitan aims to weaken her influence in the home, erode her confidence, and create imbalance in the family. When she recognizes this change, it becomes crucial to seek Allah's help through prayer, dhikr, and reflection. Reconnecting with spiritual routines, remembering her purpose, and surrounding herself with righteous support can restore her motivation and safeguard both her heart and her home from Shaitan's whispers.